4.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Heresy. Last time, our acolytes enjoyed some actual relaxation time on a planet. And they've had plenty of time to, lay back, enjoy some pretty good luxuries aboard Orgy's ship. But there's something special about getting that with solid ground under your feet and not having the existential dread of the Gellerfield could go out at any minute, and I wouldn't know until I was dead. But, unfortunately, this planet comes with more other existential dread. Like, what seems to be the taint of warp-based corruption. As soon as you arrived, you were contacted by a member of the conspiracy. One of Mayor's assassin acolytes, calling himself Marco. He... spelled with a K, but close enough. He informed you that there was something in the air. And indeed, when you checked, Eloa's Auspex detected a lot of warp, an uncommonly high amount of warp energy around, and signs of manifest corruption. And Baltus opened his inner eye, and there's something strange going on. Marco claims that the conspiracy have been investigating this for a while, and they believe it is somehow related to the enormous growth of the local mortification cult over the past 100 years. We also believe that whatever the wrong is, it's implicated a lot of the planetary nobility. Something that you saw for yourselves as, in seemingly an unprovoked joyride, you're almost knocked out of the air by a relative of the planetary governor. Or at least her ship. Probably her piloting. Not necessarily, but probably. Now, Marco himself did not have the full picture. He is, after all, an assassin, primarily, not an investigator. So he has given you the contact information for the planetary silver, one Millie Sternhell. And generally, Schindelgeist is your oyster. Your corrupt, decadent, rich oyster.
Please don't tempt me more. I've already wasted an entire session.
I mean, you call that wasting. I call that getting to give other people corruption points because you're immune to them, you horrible, horrible sororita.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're in an explanation-infested hellhole, and we're taking time to engage in recreational activities.
Listen, just because Juno wakes up big spooning Casa this morning doesn't mean anything, alright? That's not corrupt. If anything, she should lose corruption from just the
Savin,
presence of Juno. What?
you let a Slanesh demon Fuck you in the last campaign. I'm not trusting you. I know what you're on. I know what you're
Li-
trying to do here.
Listen, that nobody ever mentioned anything in or out of character that gave me that actual suspicion. I was hoping for a
Out of
Nurgle demon,
character,
but
you were
no.
calling it for almost a year.
No, that was Rem.
Rem was calling it. The thing is, it was called. We knew it was coming, but we didn't metagame.
Yeah, but I also thought you were
Also,
wrong.
we haven't done anything. We're at like F tier for what happens on pleasure planets. So let's just move on.
Yeah, see,
That's
it's
how
fine.
everyone starts.
Everything's great. No one needs to gain corruption points because we had a giant orgy in the bath. Anyway. So did we get our ship friends to scan the planet last time? I don't remember.
You had passed on the request. So, going to be a tech priest for a minute. And beepity boopity all over the cogitatory.
Clean that up later.
All right. So, they do themselves a bit of a scan and sorry, just one moment. Bleh. My throat is being slightly uncooperative at the moment. But yes, they scan, and when you awaken from your night of relaxation, Eloa, there is a there is a beeping on your, internals. They want to contact you.
Alrighty. Let's open it up.
Majors, scan completed. Alert, irregularities detected. Requesting permission to transmit file.
Permitted and proceed.
I do indeed send you a couple of files. It's not the full extent of the scan data, just snippets. All of the results from a Mechanicus frigates or specs would sort of fill up your memory. Probably a good way to quietly assassinate a Majos, though, actually. Just get them to agree to receive data and just give them far too much. But in any case, several snippets are also paired with visual scans and picked captures and the like. Specifically ones that are focused on weather patterns or the location of particularly large vehicles, things that would actually show up in the scan as a noticeable object. And you can very easily see the irregularities that the Auspex operator is pointing out. The weather patterns, the planetary body, large vehicles, they don't quite match. The scan data says everything is normal, and for instance, the scan data says everything is normal above Alta Hive. There should be a 76% sunlight reach. Half of the visual feed says, the pict capture shows you that there's quite a significant electrostorm above it. And it is similar in others. So you have had a moment to review. The operator will chime in. Hypothetical, Majos. Our instruments are being interfered with, fed outdated results.
Indeed. Thank you for the information.
He boops in affirmative and disconnects.
So this is right after our wild and raucous night, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I noticed this time. I will fetch a shop rag. And then ping the warband for us to meet.
A little early in the morning, isn't it? Okay, okay.
What? Wait, what time is it in the morning, Merzendi?
When did you wake up, Eloa?
Okay, I woke up on time. Or would that have been a willpower?
Well, either way, I think we can just run with it. You woke up on time, so when is your on time?
That's hard to say given like warp travel and stuff on a ship. So we'll just call it around 10.
Okay, so not that early, objectively speaking. Still feels very early for several of you.
Yeah, exactly. The sun's blaring in through the windows, or would be if they didn't have, cool automatic tints. All right, we'll be down in just a moment. I'll begrudgingly get out of this enormous, Space Marines fire team sized bed. Take a quick shower, get my clothes on, go downstairs.
All right. So, where are you going to gather? That you do, after all, have two entire suites with several dining rooms, office spaces. A fully automated breakfast bar is already started.
Clearly, we just go to the
Fitting
conference
itself
room.
up.
anywhere that's easily inured from outside listeners.
That could be any room in here.
Okay. Um, how about the orgy room then?
So back to Juno's bedroom?
Oh, fine. You know the
I mean, if you want to gather in Juno's apartment, that's fine.
the bathhouse where we all were. We can just turn on the faucets and just let the the dripping drown out our voices.
And I think that was Juno's suite. But yeah, we can all get back up
Yeah,
there. That's fine.
it was Juno's suite, but this time we'll have the boys with us.
Already know this place is full of security cameras.
I can also override them.
Yeah, and you also did see that unless directly told to, they don't transmit anything. They don't record for more than a couple of seconds. Their main function is if something fucky is happening, blare alarms and then transmit to arbitrators. Yes, all of you can gather upstairs uh, in the sauna.
I guess we're having all our official meetings in the bathroom now. Good. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies. What do you have for us, Eloa?
I have received a transmission from our ship in orbit. It appears that someone has deliberately overlaid old data from it's deliberately transmitting old data and old scans directly back to the ship, making it appear as though there is nothing wrong. Thus, I need to gain access to the main cogitators in at least one hive to attempt to track this down.
Are we in a hive right now? I assume so.
Yes.
Well, we're in a
Yes.
hive. Why not just find the ones here? Actually, maybe we should go to an adjacent town. Less suspicion on us.
Given the way we have arrived on this planet, it won't matter. We'll be tracked either way. Any sense of subtlety is lost when we hmm, announce ourselves as a trader's crew.
I sure they're gonna know we're here, but there's a difference between people knowing we're here and knowing where we're poking our noses, or if we're poking them at all.
That was the point of the disguise. Rogue traders are, I wouldn't say commonplace, but we're not unusual on such civilized worlds. We should be able to meander about unmolested.
Mm, I'm unsure if you understand the reputation of rogue traders, but I see your point. We're
Yeah, got to say, Doc, lot of molesting gonna be happening.
Well, molesting of our mission parameters, I should say. Do you know this grin?
Mm, perhaps we should find a vehicle that. What vehicles do we have on this planet?
We have a chimera, we have the auto carriage, and we have 2 sentinels.
Perhaps the acquisition and then my doctoring of a unknown vessel would be better. Merzendi, how much to buy a van?
Just a van.
Wait, hold on. Don't ask the GM how much to buy a van. Allow me, please. You can scrub the plates once we get the thing.
Let's see. They are hold it on. Let me just open up the right handout. Yeah, they are scarce. So 2 to buy, minus 10 to roll.
All right. Yeah, we got a really good van. If we wanted.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm actually just gonna buy a junker because I'll just tell whoever it is that I'm just gonna sell it when I'm done. Just fucking give
Well,
me some
no,
damage.
my plan was to do the thing since we're going under the cover of a rogue trader's retinue. Just buy an armored van and then completely strip it of um, anything that might track us, and then
Okay.
use the stummer and then drive and then basically beat feet to altar hive after we're done
Okay.
here.
Okay. So then that's what we'll do. We'll get an armored van. Apparently it's a very nice one, and then we'll take it to our private garage at the hotel and strip it down.
Yep. Sounds good to me. However, I would note that driving to Alta Hive is a serious time investment.
How much is serious?
Let's see. Uh, um,
If it's a long time, then how much for an armored transport? And we'll just use the same roll. Basically, I want to take it to Altar Hive with as little detection as possible.
yeah, it's about 1,500 miles away.
That's a distance. Yeah,
I
and
mean,
that
half the way across.
yeah, and if that's the case, perhaps we get like an airborne vehicle, a little hovercraft, and that should speed things up. But I don't mind if it's a day or two road trip.
I mean, it's 30 hours otherwise.
Yeah, and you could do it in 30 hours taking shifts, but otherwise it's going to be like 30 hours of just driving, and that's probably like 4 days with breaks for sleeping and stuff.
What? No, you can. America from end to end is
No, I
3,000 miles
I know what
driven
Merzendi's
across
talking
it.
about. I've gone from okay, so it might be that distance, as the crow flies, but realistically, just driving through the actual roads that exist, like going from Texas to North Carolina took me like 3 days. So yeah, I see how it
Wait, you
is.
drove to NC? Why didn't you fly?
'Cause I had my doggo.
Oh, okay.
I had to transport poor little Coco, and she was just a little puppy, and she couldn't even go upstairs without pissing herself in terror.
Yeah. If you want a straight line, either fly or take a maglev train. You
Yeah.
driving is quite meandery. Roads are not that well maintained, and
Yeah.
mm,
So how much for
will be
like a
uncomfortable as well.
like a little hovercraft or an Arvis or something?
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember which of the books and Arvis is in.
I believe that's
Let
in
Merz, we buy an
Enemies
attack
Within.
helicopter.
Okay, Snippy, shut up. Let's Savin, say that again.
I believe it's in Enemies Within. Same one as the Sister Battle is.
Thank you.
Yep. Or at least I thought it was.
No, that's just the Sisters of Battle vehicles. And I'm sure you would love to have
I mean, I'd love to have a repressor.
rhino.
And also that... Okay, no, sorry. It is actually within enemies without. That's where the ace is.
Okay.
Armory Imperialis.
Alright.
Yeah. Here you go. Arva.
Arvus is rare, so it would be an extra -10.
I think we got it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right, it's a carrying capacity of 10, so that's all of us. All right. So yeah, we'll get an Arvus. We'll strip it of any potential tracking devices, etc. And then it's got a cruising speed of 1600 kph, so we'll be there in an hour.
Well under an hour. Actually, that's kph. Actually.
Oh, so a couple hours.
Miles. Yeah, that's very, very doable.
Scrutiny then tech use from Merzendi?
Just scrub it into one tech use roll. Since I imagine your she will, yes. But I imagine a lot of your scrut is going to be via or specs, and well,
You are correct.
all right. Yeah, you can take out its transponder, fiddle with it. You can now set it to anything you like, or just turn it off.
I really want to think of some troll way to make the transponder just obnoxious, but no, let's just turn it off or just make up some random John Doe.
All right, and who's going to be piloting this thing?
I
Okay.
bought it, I fly it.
Yeah. And normally buying something that's has a negative would cost you subtlety. However, I think with that, Eloa can just make that problem go away.
Nice. Yeah. There's a record somewhere that we bought it, but it's never shown up ever again. So maybe that was just an error.
Yes. Clearly, instead of being purchased by Lady Juno Dandrick, this was purchased by Lord John Dargent. It's an easy typo to make.
Perfect. Just put that in the books. That's my new moniker. If I ever need to get out of some bullshit.
By cross-playing.
Yes. Look, Juno is not particularly curvaceous. She can probably pull it off.
Fair enough. Yes, Stray, you can do that. I would suggest not doing it while, not doing that at times of stress, but, you do you.
What, using your dick as a joystick?
Don't worry about it, don't worry. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, so we got a ship now. But I do believe we were going to meet with a certain mob boss before he took off.
Uh, That was the plan, yes. We were going to meet with the Silver, assuming she's in this settlement.
Yes, this is the capital.
Capital of the
And,
capital.
yes. But yeah, you don't actually have an appointment, so it's not like you have to meet her at a certain time. You just have a way of getting to meet her.
I think we should grab as much information as we can before we piss off to another hive and then maybe, bumblefuck our way into another mystery and then, spend a month doing something.
It's true. I mean, look, it's only like an hour or two away. But yeah, we can do the Silver first.
Yeah, it's only an hour or two away, but then we bumblefuck into something, Slaanesh cuts our ship in half, and then we're stuck there.
Just buy another ship.
Yeah, Iavus is just like a cargo thing. You could pick one up at any major settlement and several minor settlements, like ones that aren't even worth putting on the map.
Slaanesh just comes and rips up our ship. Buy another one, you rich motherfucker. Throws her feet on it.
God, I love that sketch.
All right, yeah. Let's go try and meet the Silver, I guess. We should probably, before we even make contact with her, try and disappear into the underworld so we don't just look like rogue trader goons arriving on a planet and immediately just blithely walking into the office of the local underworld.
I mean, being fair, that is an incredibly rogue trader thing to do.
That's exactly what rogue traders do. As a rogue trader, you immediately go and shake hands with Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, if you try to stealth first, we might look like, I don't know, inquisitors or something.
Juno frowns. I don't like this side of rogue traders.
Oh, I love the side of rogue traders. It makes them so easy to track.
I
See?
wonder if that's where the rogue part of it comes from.
Very perceptive.
All right. Do we just call this woman? Castle, what do we do?
Well, I mean, we do literally have a number, so yeah, I think.
We just call a Silver?
I mean, if she's touchy about it, I'm sure Mr. Marco wouldn't have given us her direct line. It'd be to an intermediary. But if she prefers to be all hands on, getting touchy feely, then yeah, call us straight up.
And given that her underling knew who we were, it's assumed that she knows that we're inquisitors, correct?
No, that was Mayror's underling, not the Silvers.
They're all interconnected.
Casa, your take?
I wasn't high enough on the totem pole to know, but I would guess. But I think the silverback on Moab was clued in. So it'd make sense if she did know, but as well was only. Remember, Marco said he only knew because he recognized us.
So should I just tell her we have a mutual friend in Marco and we'd like to arrange a meeting?
That would be a good start. Unless you want me to do it.
Again, I was born on a forge world, and most of us are not familiar with how hives operate. So, introduction as rogue traders or as alien hunters?
Uh,
Let's stick with rogue traders for now. Even if she already knows we're no such thing.
yes, there's no reason to go blabbing it. If she knows,
Because
then
both
she
are true
knows, and
at
if
the
she
end of the
doesn't know, then
day.
she doesn't need to know.
If you think
Right,
about it real hard, both of those are accurate.
and to be fair, if she does find out, well, we're not Arbites. Well, one of us was, but that's the job of them to police criminality. We're here hunting other things. So, rogue traders it is then.
Alright, so just tell her we're friends of Marco and we'd want to meet face to face. Oh, alright. No pressure. Well, I guess take a personal comm and dial her up.
And it's likely that, given that she's, a mob boss, she already knows that at the very least we pinged this location and landed under the authority of a Magos.
Pretty likely. We are not subtle.
Well, it was either Magos, Rogue Trader, or Inquisitor.
Look, I
The
don't.
most
I.
subtle of the options was Magos.
Not complaining at all.
You could have just stayed up in a holding pattern, dodging freight until they finally gave in and let you land.
Or we could grab our grab chutes, jump on the tower, murder every single last one of those sons of bitches, and land ourselves.
I
That
feel very few of you would survive the fall except for me.
I have a grab chute.
Yes, but other people aren't. Grab shoots actually require a roll. I
I
have maglev coils. I'll just jump
ahem.
off and so let's just continue on with this.
I call the silver. What was her name? Millie Sternhow?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, she's adorable.
She hot.
I adorable wasn't quite what I was going for, but I'll take it.
I'm just saying she hot.
Yeah, that was more along the lines of what I was aiming for. Anyway, the com rings a couple of times and then let's pick it up. Hello.
Hello. My name is Juno. We have a mutual friend by the name of Marco who suggested we get in touch with one another.
Uh-huh. I see. And why would Marco think that?
Well, your group and mine may have some mutually aligning goals here. Perhaps we could help one another. Goals that are best discussed in person.
Hmm. I see. I'll send you an address. Dress nice.
Always do.
She hangs up and, yeah, a few moments later, a text message arrives. If you run the address through a map or anything, you'll see that it is a large club. The just where the just on the top layer of the lower hive.
Top of the bottom, I get it. Alright, everyone. Dress nice. Be armed, but not, don't rub it in their face.
I can
Let's...
only try.
Yes, let's get ready to go. And at some point before we actually roll out, I will give Narcia her low dose. Make sure she's not about to snap.
Oh, I needed that. You have no idea.
Atta girl, steady nerves. I'm going longer between doses. It's good.
I still want to murder the people who were in that control tower. But slightly less. Thank you, Juno.
You're welcome.
Murder them less hard.
Nah, stick with maiming.
And then, yeah, since the girls and I previously went out super cute dress shopping, we'll have all that sorted out. Everyone's got their nicest clothes, looking trendy, looking good. I guess before we go, I will insist that the gentlemen go and do the same. It's time to look the part. We'll find a tailor to make something for Graves.
Make sure Jeff polishes his codpiece real good.
Is that standard on armor?
How else are you going to protect the dick and balls?
My understanding of Imperial doctrine is they don't much care.
But no, if you actually look at the armor for uh I almost called them hell jumpers, but they're basically hell jumpers.
Stormies, yeah.
Yeah, for Stormies, they do indeed. They don't necessarily have a cod piece, but they do have a cod protector, which is suspiciously bulgy. Sorry.
I mean, you would too.
You bet your ass I would.
Yeah, that's basically a gold piece.
Hmm.
Yeah. You guys can get all dressed up. Casa is going to insist you leave off any frills from your dresses. They look good on you, but that's dressed nice for the upper half. For here, well, I mean, with your holsters, you do need your thighs covered, but you'll be one of the only ones.
I suppose I'll wear a longer skirt.
Or you could put on a pair of trousers with some Kevlar.
Mercy, she said dress nicely, not like a barbarian.
I'm not going to go into this. Not today.
Pants are for men, skirts are for ladies. Especially nicely dressed ladies.
Well, I'm gonna dress as a man for the occasion. See how long it takes for them to realize.
I'll be honest, a place like this, there are gonna be a lot of girls and in shorts, really? Like really small ones.
Poor people don't wear skirts.
She said dress nicely. I'll just reach over and slap Cass's thigh. That means skirts. Come on.
Juno, you have to consider the fact that not all the planets of the Imperium can have the same dress code. Nice for certain planets might mean that everyone wears corsets. Nice on another planet might mean denim jeans. Nice on another planet might just mean leather BDSM bondage gear. Those are usually exterminated from the Imperium.
What
Other
are you
planets
talking
can be
about?
wrong.
Death cults love that kind of shit.
Yes, death cults are a dangerous and subversive influence.
That
And
wasn't in character.
I
Na
know.
and Narcia, Casa is flicking on her datapad. Uh, well, lots of big coats over. Oh my, she doesn't even have tassels. Over a fishnet, and not much else.
He just kind of leans over and peers onto the data pad. How scandalous.
I know, right? If I dressed up like that in the school,
Listen,
they'd beat the shit out of me.
alright, we can compromise. You can wear skirts and fishnets. I'll be right back. Go back into the wardrobe, pull on some fishnets. Come back.
Fucking dressing up like goths.
Yeah, okay, we're going from pretty princess to big titty goth GFs. Alright, this is
Yes,
fine.
it's actually perfect.
Alright, well, let's just change out for some darker makeup. We'll get like some cool blade coats for all the guys.
The prevailing aesthetics are slutty, slutty punk, tough punk, gothy punk, and slutty slut.
I
Yeah,
can
sounds
see
about
how the
fucking right.
fashions have been changing. Yes. All right. Yes. We'll go with goth punk.
I will insist on wearing a nice pair of trousers. Hey, we did manage to justify the skirts after all. Amazing.
Uh, are you going to ask her to come with you? Remember, she is, um, she is not spec'd for ground
Let's
stuff.
let's not get our pilot shot. Let's leave her in the 5-star hotel with the
Graves.
vibrating chairs.
All right.
What
You
are we
know,
gonna do with Graves? Because he is a
Yeah, that's
death murder
fine.
cyborg.
Graves can stay here and protect Kiera and all of our garbage.
Okay. Okay, because he's fucking massive.
Yes, good.
Oh,
I was gonna say I was kind of worried about leaving Kiera all by herself, but if she has Graves with her, then it's fine.
if she
She's
has Graves with
literally
her,
immortal.
if she has Graves with her, she might as well just be sitting next to the fucking golden throne.
Exactly. She is perfectly safe.
yeah, yeah.
The rest of us, however, are going to die if we get into a fight, but that's fine.
No,
How
we're
dare you?
not. We
I am
cannot run
completely,
whatever encounters us.
I am completely ensconced in armor.
Okay, correction. Everyone can run, but Graves. Not Graves. What I meant to say was Baltus.
Yeah, No, Baltus can go zippy fast.
All right, warp
I think the
speed.
slowest one is probably Ceiko.
Eh, Not only that, but Baltus can dress up in his really nice, fancy. I have a background as a highborn stuff.
Oh, that does remind me. Um, Juno, I am going to ask for a quick scroot from you.
What on?
On examining the picture that Casa got up.
Oh God. All right. Screw. You know what? I'll blow a fate point reroll. Okay. Well, it's not as bad.
Then don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Um, yes. Those of you who there is any hope for blending in can get dressed into things to blend in. Eloa is a magus, that's just not happening anyway, but there were a couple of red-robed figures in the picture Casa had. She won't be the only tech adept there.
Oh, I'm sure. Speaking of which, I assume your acolytes are gonna stay at the hotel too.
I'm not letting any of my bimbos get killed.
Okay.
Smart.
Yeah.
They stay back and they do beep boop stuff.
Like protecting Kira and the ship.
Beep boop.
No, like
Yes.
running away if
Beep boop.
there's any danger, because they will die.
You underestimate the combat capabilities of adepts.
I've been an ADA. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just go.
That'll be fine.
Fucking Balti, you
Listen,
say that when you have a literal child on the way.
listen. She said to dress nice, and I have what, like near unique powered carapace and red robes on. That's dressing nice.
It is. It's true.
Yeah.
Oh man. Bob, style on them with your artificer armor.
Oh, that's true. I do have that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yes.
dressing.
Oh, yeah.
Did I remember to send you the stats on that again?
You. I think you did. Let me double check.
Have you added them?
It looks like I have.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you send them actually in chat.
Yes, and I guess, are you actually going to go to a punk club in artificer armor?
Dude. No. Bob, hang on. Before you answer that, I want you to see how cool you'll look doing that. Let me send you something.
Doctor rating you. One of
Here
us
you
was being subtle.
Here you go, Bob. I'll put it in Merz and Hammer so everyone can see how cool you'll look rolling into this punk club in artificer armor.
What is the armor rating of body gloves again? Oh Jesus, it's 2.
Look how cool you'll be, Bob.
Uh, hmm.
Yeah. If you it may be worth at some point investing in mesh armor.
That's a good point. Let me just go ahead and grab a mesh cloak, I guess.
Yes, you can style a mesh cloak however you want. It looks like basically looks like clothes until you get shot, at which point it doesn't tear.
All right. So, how rich is this place we're going to?
This is the highest level of the Undercity.
This is literally like the afterlife from Cyberpunk 2077. That's where we're going.
The place where the elite of the criminal world mix with cute girls and nobles who are coming down and hanging out.
Come on, man! I have a servo skull with a voxcaster. We can just do take on me and fucking style on them. It'll be great.
Okay. Mesh
Yeah,
armor
okay.
kit.
You know what? I might as well. Someone needs to wear some armor.
Wearing armor, but the thing is, you do have a noble background, right?
Yeah.
Surely you have fancy clothes if you don't want to do that.
Oh, I do. Yeah. I could just wear the same nobleman's clothes I wore. That might unironically work, but
Remember, if you have a cover, make sure that it's put on your head at a jaunty angle. That way, people know that you're cool.
Mhm.
Right.
I might just wear the armor. Just I think I might.
While you make the decision, I'm going to go and use the restroom.
All right,
Woof!
Steve, what do you think you should do?
You're so concerned over fashion.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is
I
fun.
think
It's
yeah.
the fashion of the game. Savin, what do you think
About what?
about what Balti should be wearing? Should
Dude,
he
you need to
wear
get a Blade jacket. Like you should look like Blade. Have your force weapons on your hips like a goddamn vampire slayer. It's gonna be great. You will just drown in pussy.
All right,
Oh.
all right, Bob.
Looks like I gotta dress up like Dracula. I'm sorry.
This is what Savin suggests. We'll put in VCT. Do it, Bob.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right. I got to do it. The decision has been made.
They're rebooting Blade.
Oh God.
Yeah. I don't know why, but they are.
It's Wesley Snipes. He already killed it.
Yeah, it's not like it's gonna get any better.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Bob is going as Blade.
With the force sword where Blade's special sword is.
Okay, that works pretty damn well.
Yep.
Okay, so.
Bark, bark, bark.
I'll move you over to the background.
Dang, this is right out of Cyberpunk.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm into it.
I mean, you are going to, as Stray said, basically the afterlife of this world. It's so just grabbing a cyberpunk image worked pretty well. Yeah.
Emily here.
Are you leaving her with Graves too?
I feel like we shouldn't endanger someone's NPC.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as I would love to have her kicking around with us because she's cool, alas.
Yeah, that should be something up to DL. Wow, whether or not they get brought along.
It's all right. I already have 2 NPCs I can endanger.
Yeah. You you can make your way, and there is a little bit of a line. When I say a little bit, looks like it's going to be at least an hour wait before you actually get in.
It gives me time to scan the environment.
However, Winter, are you here?
Yes, hello.
Yes. Soon after you take your place, one of the bouncers separate from the guards at the door and make his way over towards you. Specifically you, Ceiko.
Could you repeat that?
A bouncer has separated from the group at the door and has made his way directly up to you.
Yes.
He inclines his head and touches just two knuckles on his right hand to his brow. My lord, please, you need not wait with the commons. Come.
Okay.
Yep.
What?
Sure.
Do you really want to? We're in the underworld. Do you really want to be dragged off by yourself?
No.
No, do it.
It's just,
Take one.
Do it. See where it goes. You can defend yourself.
He's trying to
can I
help you.
roll lore? Can I roll lore underworld, see where this is going? See if I can get some kind of
I was about to say,
sense
remember
of
you
what is
rolled-
Okay, please don't talk over each other. It gets impossible to hear. Yeah, you could try Law Underworld or a -30 Gothic sector.
well, since I don't have Gothic sector. No.
Well,
This is fine.
this doesn't make too much sense. I mean, you aren't the nicest dressed out of your party, and there are several others in the line that are equally as opulently clad. He's just going to try to find someone who might be a noble and mug them. Surely you'd go for them.
Yeah.
There's nothing distinctive about you, is there?
Except that I'm a cop. It's like,
Ex-cop. But details.
If anyone would like to scrutinize the bouncer, you can.
Scrutiny, you say?
Merzendi. I am off doing
There we
a head
go.
scan. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'll get back to you. Your scan is not quite as urgent.
No, I was wondering if during my scan I could notice this because I'm off doing something else, but it doesn't matter. There was 8 degrees of success.
Yeah. Alright, Ceiko. This man does seem entirely earnest. This would only make sense to be a this doesn't make sense, but he seems to think you're a noble. Not any of your friends, not anyone else, specifically you. And as you study him, see the way his eyes are moving, it's the Doom Mask.
Huh. Well,
Apparently,
okay.
to him, having a face covering like that is a mark of being a highborn.
Oh my god, Masquerade Planet.
Hmm.
We're in Venice.
Okay. Okay, so now the question is, do I break it to him?
No, just go off on your own. Or actually, no, wait. Just tell him you want to bring your entourage.
That's what I
Yep.
was literally about to say.
There
but
we
I'm,
go. I'm bringing. Okay, then now that I got a sense of that, I'll make that. I'll make that clear that I'd rather bring my entourage with me.
Of course, my lord. Your guests are as welcome as you. Come.
Cool. There we go.
Eloa. By now you would have noticed that there is a bouncer talking to Ceiko and does just seem to be leading the rest of the warband down the priority track.
You will not see me complain about that.
let me look up something. Um, okay, how long does the stummer last if hooked up to a potential coil?
Ooh, I like the way you think.
You wouldn't be able to use your other potential coil stuff at the same time. Like, you'd have to turn it off if you wanted to use maglevs as well. But while it is the main thing drawing power, basically indefinitely.
Excellent. All right.
Now, it
Well,
also occurs to me that Narcia also has a metal face, but
However, hers is specifically worked to look as human as possible.
I spent so
there
much
we go.
influence
I
on
mean,
that.
you did.
Ella isn't. However, Eloa is also Magos and is also ensconced in armor.
Yeah, the helmet sort of makes it hard to tell.
So I guess I'll just clear my way towards where they are, either moving people aside with my Omniscient axe or just floating above them. Get out of my way, nerds.
The correct term here is peasants.
Scum is also applicable. But, yeah.
Listen, there were menials on my planet as well. I know how to deal with this.
Mm. So yeah. You are able to catch up, and if Ceiko insists you are also part of one of his guests, then yeah, you can join the priority track and get taken directly inside.
I mean, I'm also just a Magos.
Well, yeah, but
Well, here's the thing. They have no idea of what any of your symbols mean. You are clearly a tech priest, and you are clearly a not ordinary one, but exactly what rank you are, it's...
Yeah, they don't have
the
Forbidden Lore
rank won't matter until
Mechanicus.
you pull it.
I won't lore fight.
Anyway.
Alright, where was I? Yes. You can just get led directly inside. And yeah, it is loud, it is brightly lit, it is crowded. You can see that Cass's pict may have been slightly out of date, as now more prevalent than basically nothing but fishnets is now basically nothing but neon body paint.
It's okay, I like body paint better than fishnets.
Fucking hipsters.
Don't worry, I can part my way through the crowd because I have tentacles. As in, literally, I have mecha tendrils. Just start moving people aside.
Yep. The only slight issue with that is that, well, there are. Even Eloa, with her enhanced mind, cannot keep count of the number of propositions she is receiving purely because of the tentacles.
Hey man, tentacles are cool. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, but oh god, I can't tell if it's just normal scum behavior or if it's the Slaneshi gases in the air affecting everyone. Probably a bit of both.
Yeah, probably a little both.
Not gases, energy.
It doesn't matter.
It's heresy
does.
either way.
Yes. If you bring that thought up, Castle will say, down here looks pretty normal.
Oh, thank you. That actually, without being, not even kidding you, that does make me feel better.
Yeah. Moab never got like quite like this, but that was just 'cause we needed more layers on.
Let me guess, the atmosphere.
It was very cold.
I see.
Beyond the corruption you were already aware of, just about what you would expect from a place like this. There are a lot of people, a lot of high energy signals, transmitters and recorders galore, and it's just. But that it's nothing is out of place for a big club.
Okie dokie. So I don't notice anything specifically tracking us.
Nope. You are getting just the same amount of attention as everyone else in the crowd is. That's. There'll probably be some pics of you, but unless someone was specifically looking through for you, nothing special.
All right. Let us go and meet our host. Well, I mean, we have cochlear implants, so we can all hear each other pretty normally. Because those who don't have implants have what's it called?
Microbeads?
Yeah, either microbeads or even the more powerful version. I forget what they're called. Dead space earpieces, I think.
That's not what Dead Spaces do, but yeah. Dead Spaces are like electronic earplugs.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, we're in cyberpunk sex party, so at least it's not you know, furry force sex party. So I'll slide a tentacle out of one of the patrons and let's move on. We need to find our hosts after all.
Yeah, let's just go to the bar and ask.
Surely they gave us a location other than. Did they give us a location other than where this place was?
Nope.
Nope. So yeah, I'm just
You
gonna
just
go up
got
to the
club
bar.
address. Yeah. There are several bars strategically located.
The biggest and fanciest one.
Not how bars like this work.
Juno's never been here before.
Just pick one, presumably the closest one. And if you don't know how to speak in like a rave, you either speak in between the beats or you write something down.
Juno convinces herself of which bar is the biggest and fanciest one and goes to that one. Real or imagined.
Sure.
Usually it's just the second floor
There
in
you
the
go.
VIP lounge.
Yeah, let's go there.
Yep, there are a couple of staircases leading up to balconies. So yeah. So you do head up. People are up here are dressed a little, not more modestly, but more practically. They are. Now you are getting into the bit where the actual elite gather. And you can indeed see that there are a handful of figures with metal or porcelain masks covering their faces.
See, Ceiko, you fit right in.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Should have brought a mask.
Well,
Damn it.
Ceiko, why don't you go up to the bar and ask for our host?
Sure. I will go do that.
I was gonna suggest I do it, but okay.
Well, he's the fancy one here.
I'm clearly the fancy one here, yeah.
If I took off my my plan was to take off my helmet.
You can come
I-
with me then.
Yeah. I'll just go get us a table.
So yeah, you can get up to the bar. One of the attendants is very quick to finish up the service he's giving someone else and gets over and greets you. That same knuckles to forehead bow.
A long tentacle is going to reach up to my face and then remove the helmet. We have an appointment with the silver. guide me.
He points to another staircase. She's on the very top level. I will inform her that you have arrived, my lord, my lady.
Very well. And I'd like a Mechanicus adept, if you would. Extra oil.
So, Stray, I'm going to ask out of character, are you asking for a drink or a prostitute?
Drink.
Can't it be both?
Drink? I said drink.
Yes.
You did. We heard you. I just made the joke.
Yeah. Can absolutely get that.
Delicious. Let's go. I was so tempted to order a Johnny Silverhand, you have no idea.
She probably would have gotten that better.
Yeah, I mean, this is the sort of place where you could probably just ask for a Mechanicus themed prostitute.
I have 5 bimbos, I'm fine.
But you could have 6.
I don't think I could keep the other one. Besides, I already have secret fun things with me and another NPC. Another certain PC is going to find after this scene. It's going to be great. So shall we?
Yes. You head up this next staircase. The sound from below abruptly cuts off. You've clearly entered a stone field. And you arrive at the top. You see that this floor, for it is a full floor here, not just a balcony, is comprised of a single room with a glass roof over the top of it. There are a handful of plants that seem to be barely chugging along. Even with the veritable greenhouse, the conditions in a hive are not that good for them. And near the center of the room, and sat at a telescope, is a woman in red carapace armor. She pulls back from the telescope as she hears you enter, and you can see she is only possessed of the singular eye.
That regular scans can see.
Pardon, sorry?
I said, oh, that the regular scans can see. I'm sure that's a baleful eye hiding behind the eye patch.
Hmm. If there is one, then it is well hidden. But, yes. Eloa, you can detect that you aren't quite alone. There are several concealed bodyguards, but they are at a respectful distance.
Are all of us here, or is it just Eloa and Ceiko?
I waved all of you
Okay,
over.
just making sure.
Oh god, I'm in an area where I'm no longer getting hit by the concussive waves of the fucking speakers. Is it safe to turn on my ears again?
Yes, it's fine. And I was just starting to groove with the
Okay.
music.
It's not that I have something against the music itself, it's...
So I need a
How loud it
reminder.
is.
Yes! My
So
sedated
we
ears would probably explode.
got Sniper Dude got a lot of information from this chick about the corruption that's currently going on the planet, correct?
Uh, he told you that she and his local boss, a guy named Francis Merz, would be able to tell you more about what's happening.
And we've gone to the silver for...
Information.
But what kind of information were we hoping to gain? I need to know what type of hand I should reveal.
Information about what's going on with regard to people getting fucked up by this chaos bullshit. I don't know if she knows
Still
that's chaos
sticking with...
bullshit, but something's going on here.
We're sticking with Rogue Trader for now. We don't want to tip our hand yet, if that's what you're asking.
I have multiple cards to play.
Well, pick one
You
and
can
do it.
also flip the Magos card.
Yes, that was my entire question. So, the dude said that his lead person of the Inquisition was in cahoots with the local crime syndicate, correct?
Yep.
Alrighty then. Silver Sternhell, correct?
So you are the ones. You were the ones on the comm, weren't you?
I'm Juno. Hello.
A pleasure.
Magos Logis Delta Omicron. No one else? Cool.
No, I ain't got nothing to say.
I will point to everybody and introduce them since they're being babies.
What?
Narcy.
What?
I'm just quiet.
I'm Narcy. I do paperwork.
Loki Borks.
Yes, this is Loki. She doesn't a woo.
Alright. You are all. Once you've all introduced yourself, she'll chop and untie her eye patch, letting it flop, and well, as you said, I am Silver Sternhell. So, she taps a pad on her wrist, and as the eye patch finally falls away completely, you can see that it is not a baleful eye she has in the other socket. It is an orb of solid silver.
Fancy.
Like the aesthetics.
Yes. You can hear a whirring noise from ground as little hatches open and chairs rise up out of them. So, please, take a seat. Let's see what
With
I can
pleasure.
do for you.
Oh, thank you for taking the time to meet with us.
I wish to gaze upon it with my wizard eyes.
Which thing?
Restraining chairs are gross.
Okay. Yeah, beyond that, the only mechanisms within the chairs appear to be ones for their deployment and to fold them up neatly so they fit inside the floor.
Hmm.
Cool.
Okie dokie.
Nothing suspicious here.
So, how do you know Marco? There are very few people who actually meet him and survive.
Well, we had a business arrangement in the past.
To be
Friends of a
less
friend, you could
obtuse.
say.
To be less obtuse, we have an accord with his master.
Merz or
Juno just points up.
my, you know Meror.
That we
Yes.
do.
I knew he travelled in high circles, but high enough that he's dealing with magi. I ought to up my price when I sell to him.
I highly recommend it.
Our intention was to pass through. However, upon exiting the warp, we have found anomalies within this planet.
Well, for one, the people who were supposed to direct us to the landing pad almost got us killed. That was a great start.
Twice over.
Aye.
Against a Mechanicum vessel, no less.
More paranoid people would think that that is some intentional assassination attempt.
And even more people might
Probably
think
was.
there's something more sinister going on throughout the planet.
Because apparently you can get more sinister than just an assassination attempt at the landing port.
Tell me,
And we're here to help.
And find out who tried to off us.
Someone of your power and position would surely have access to Auspex scanners, correct?
Aye.
Have you run any diagnostics within the past 1 to 63 weeks?
Hmm. I have access to them. I don't run them myself. Got a couple of girls in the Lord Delton's service. They borrow his when I need some when I need something looked for. Oh, and of course you won't know who that is. Lord Majos Delio Nos Delton. I believe your special term for his position is Voice of Mars?
Hmm. Understood. Any unusual developments that you might have seen?
Where do you want me to start? 'Cause we could be here all night.
Behavioral changes.
Especially within the greater population.
Or the nobility.
Well, she nods towards Ceiko. I see you've already picked up on the masking tradition.
Actually, no, stumbled into it.
Huh.
He have had this for at least several months now. I don't know how long it's been in game.
It's a fashion statement no matter where he goes.
Apparently.
So the masking is a recent thing.
Aye. Last 100 years or so. Since the great Lord Synod. Well, she grimaces slightly. That ties into the other big change. The Mortifier cult.
Oh,
Uh, flagellants and maniacs that believe the only way to praise Hion Terra is by injuring themselves. As he suffers to grant us all the life they suffer to worship. Lord Synod, he joined them a little over a century ago. And got swept up, very much so. You've seen, of course, the depictions of the Emperor. His face wrought down to his skull.
He has transcended the mortal form and has returned to his true self as the machine god.
Hmm. Modifiers won't like you saying that. We're not quite Formians, but in any case, the half, the symbol of your order, the half skull, half machine. Lord Synod decided that if the Emperor did not have a face, he should not either.
Did he peel off his skin?
We're talking about the Mechanicus dude, right?
No.
We're talking about like higher nobility, planetary governor maybe.
Yeah, the former planetary governor about 100 years ago.
Hey, Merz! Can I throw... Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I'll have Forbidden Lore Chaos. Damn it.
Not just his face, but under it. Took it down to the bone. Yeah. He needed augments in order to talk, and for the sake of those he had to do business with, he started wearing a mask in the shape of his old face. Tradition picked up, and now, whenever nobles go out, they're masked.
So
Did he take his face off himself or just have it surgically removed?
Rumor has it he did it himself, but no. No. I know the Chirurgeon that did it. Well, knew.
Oh, that makes more sense. I'm a bit of a doctor myself, General Tapper Beret. Taking your own face off would be a really monumental undertaking.
Very typical behavior, might I add.
Hmm.
Through a
mean-
scholastic occult at it?
Having your face removed at all is very atypical. Doing it yourself would be madness.
Madness is exactly what we seem to be dealing with upon this planet.
a question backed by crowns. Where was the first emergence of this sideways version of the imperial cult?
Just a moment.
Stupendous.
Oh, this seems perfectly fine.
Alright. Well. Very first emergence. That would be a ways back. Yeah. First time they ever appeared, I was just flagellation after the great enemy was driven off. Be 800 odd years back. But they were a niche movement. Only the very most faithful, the most pious had any interaction with them. It was ones in the millions, which admittedly still meant a couple of thousand in Kirkenhive, but fair enough, but most people never saw them. Now, though, one in a dozen.
That many?
So that was a little meandering. So she's telling us that they're. I was asking to where like the first account of this cult came from.
She's saying
So
it's
she's
been
bring
around
up.
for centuries, and it's been
So
growing.
she's saying it sprang up everywhere.
Oh, she is saying that the first account of it dates back to the end of the Gothic War. It is far enough back that, well, that nobody actually knows where they first came from. But they were a niche religious movement until about 100 years ago, and now they are quite spectacularly large.
Alrighty. So I'm going to glance over to this woman. Does it appear that, from maybe a scrutiny, that she has the necessary implants and knowledge to understand binary?
Um, you don't need to scrutinize. She very clearly does not have that.
All right. Well, then I am going to speak in binary to Narcy.
Hmm.
Usefulness of her of purchasing her services for access the uh, to the Mechanicum hive and databases.
Well, if they can allow us to get that subtly, it would be worth it.
Would you be able to cover up our involvement?
I could certainly make an attempt.
We may have to spend extra crowns to guarantee our silence.
Yes, I could certainly do that.
All right. I'll lean back and fold my arms, and then speak in. We've been all talking low Gothic, right?
Presume so.
Yeah. So, uh, Silver Sternhell. Uh, Merzendi, what's the other hive's name?
Uh, I will type them. Those are the three hives on the planet.
So, Silver, I am not naive enough to believe that you do not have back entryways to any given Mechanicum stronghold on the planet. What do you desire in return for access codes for any uh, maintenance tunnels, or what are they called? Jeffrey's tubes? Well, turn to Juno. If there is any record of strange goings on and um, alterations in the population, the Mechanicum databases will have recorded everything from their satellites in orbit.
Alright, sure, but apparently they haven't noticed whatever's going on. I'm not sure.
They haven't noticed, perhaps, but they are also not looking for slight deviations or changes in the population.
In fact, they might have been covering up any that might pop up.
Okay.
Right. Well, it would depend on which database you wanted.
Where is the central database on this planet?
Oh. That is near Kirkenhive's prime reactor, where Majos Delton makes his forge.
So, presumably inaccessible if he has taken any proper precautions.
Hmm. Presumably, but like I said, I've got some girls in his service.
I am willing to levy some of a portion of my uh, power and influence, not simply as a Magos, but as a member of a rogue trader's retinue, in return for not only your compliance, but your silence.
Hmm. Well, if the coin is right, and you can ensure those girls get out, uh, get out clean too, then we can talk.
I am a Magos Logos of the Lathe Worlds. All information is at my dispense. Just as I can create it, so can I destroy it. What rank is this Magos?
And now I have to open the chart again.
There's so
I
many ranks.
specifically want to make sure that he's not also a Magos Logos.
Um, let's see, did I note it down? No, he is a Majos artisan.
Artisan shit.
No, it's fine. I'm not revealing all my hand here, guys. Just let me play this out real quick. Very well. As a Magos Logos, I personally guarantor the safety and freedom of the adepts under your, and then we'll kind of sniff, employ.
Protection, please.
If you cannot provide it, then they can lay under our protection as well. If necessary, transport out of the sector, or permanent lodgings among the rogue trader with whom we travel. The warrant of trade is quite powerful. He has one signed by the, what are they called? Not the Lords of Earth,
Lords of Terra. High Lords of Terra.
the High Lords of Terra, not a letter of marque.
Ooh, pulling that card.
He's wealthy and powerful.
I mean, you're wealthier than
I know. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help build Loopy up here. Come on.
Yeah. terms of price, her getting you in is basically extremely rare per head.
I mean, I've got extra, but the thing is, I'm not going in.
Well, who is?
I have a thing I want to do, but I don't want to say it in front of her.
Okay. Well,
So, I will pay her the influence for me, quote unquote, going in.
Alright, so extremely rare would mean 5 influence points.
Very well. I am willing to pay that for what I'm about to do.
I'm getting excited here.
Okay, you can do that. Now, is there anything else you want to discuss with her now?
yeah, it was all the other stuff we were gonna interrogate her about.
Yep. Well, that can be other people's thing. I really have to use the restroom.
Go for it.
Yeah, gonna watch this pile of thrown guilt and slide across the table. Anyway, now that that's settled, a couple more questions about this, flagellant cult and the goings-on, if you don't mind. And we'll get out of your hair.
Oh, she taps the pile of gelt. Don't worry. Looks like you lot are worth my night.
I'll just give a big ol' smile. So, these flagellants, do they have a central base or a cathedral that's become the center of their worship, such as it is?
I wouldn't call it a cathedral, but there are a couple of ministries that they've all but taken over in the lower levels. They don't think the comfort and opulence of a cathedral is becoming of them.
I see. But these are still large structures, say something with a substantive underground component.
Or at least it goes across multiple levels of the hive. Connects directly to the real underhive.
Perfect. So I'll, if she's willing to part with it, get the addresses for these couple buildings. Something we can poke around in later. And then sort of veer off towards your organization. Do you deal in let's say fun substances that might not be strictly legal?
Steams.
I am bound by the whims of the market. If people wish to purchase something, then I must provide.
So, hypothetically speaking, has someone been providing on the market without your approval? Specifically, Juno will kind of list off a couple of those substances she was thinking about earlier. Somehow, any abnormal quantities of these coming and going from the planet.
Hmm. No, no, I can't say there would be. And that if there was anyone trying it without my approval, well, they wouldn't be in a position to for particularly long.
That's good. That's good. And Marco should be able to figure out if it's being produced locally, if it's a concern. In that case, gonna lean back and tap her chin a moment.
You think it's drugs, then?
It might be. There are chemical components that would produce an effect like what we're seeing. It could have gone airborne, but at present we don't have any reliable way to confirm one way or the other. If it's not, then she'll consider for a moment longer. The planet's nobility seem to have been affected more acutely than the average folk, at least according to Marco. Is there some tradition or perhaps substance they're exposed to much more often? I'd hate to say it's something in the water, but perhaps some local delicacy that's become all the rage lately, or some sort of sport or event.
Hmm. Nothing new, no. There are there are delicacies, of course, but if that's behind it, it would be. It isn't that they're trying something new, it would be that the beef itself has been tainted.
Is it produced locally? I noticed a substantial part of this world is still at least somewhat green.
Aye, up in the northern hemisphere, there's still plenty of agriculture, and the nobility have protected a couple of cow farms. If you don't know what those are, you probably don't, you're off-worlders. They're like groks, but not lizardy. They're all fluffy and cute.
Oh, it's just extra reasons to go and pay these farms a visit. I do hope it's nothing in the food then. I'd hate to find out these are evil cows.
Oh,
Speaking of which, I suppose my last question off the top of my head, you'd obviously have your ear to the ground for goings on down in the lower levels. Over the last few decades, anyway, have there been reports of some abnormal incidents, things people might describe as magic or highly unlikely, anyway?
well, There have been a few. About 2 months back, a mutant managed to sneak its way up from the Underhive. That itself is pretty rare. For all that the mortifiers are strange, they do keep the real freaks down. But it got to 2 levels below this one. And then, BAM! She claps her hands. Right in the middle of the hive, lightning. Just straight up bolt from the floor above.
Wait a minute.
Oh my.
What?
Do you know of any, well, A, where this took place, and B, anyone who might have witnessed this event?
Well, I can tell you where, but no, not any reliable witnesses. Everyone and their wife are claiming they were there when the Emperor sent his wrath out against the muti.
I do pray it was the Emperor, but yes, if you could give us the location, that might be valuable. And once I do get that information, I'm just gonna quickly cross-reference that with the couple of flagellant temples. See if it just happens to, randomly be nearby.
Let's see. Um, something I would like you to make a roll for there. I'm just thinking. Either scrutiny or navigate surface.
All right, let's go with navigate. That's a thing I'm decent at. Nice. I'll reroll that. There we go. Woo, barely.
Yeah, I mean it's good enough. Yeah, it's not nearby, not at all, but it is directly above one, about 15 levels up. But if her description is right, then it would be a straight shot up from the church to where the muti died.
Interesting. Interesting. I think we got a winner there. Yeah, Juno will finish digging around on her little map. She'll tuck her data pad back onto her lap. Oh. Thank you. That is most helpful. And she'll glance at the rest. Any other ideas spring to mind, ladies and gentlemen?
Unless you
Well,
want to descend into the orgy pits, I think that's about enough for now.
Narcia?
no.
All right then. Juno will
I got something just real quick. So, if these mortifiers are so common, are they like regular flagellants, just rags and nothing else, or do they have some special mark of their own? Well, pretty much regular. Oh, I suppose they go a little harder. I can't remember the last time I saw a mortifier who wasn't bleeding from some self-beating or other. And yes, just rags. You don't. Full clothes are a luxury. The only the only time they traffic with anything normal is when they're doing their regular jobs. They do still keep up with those, best as their rights allow. And when they go hunting mooties, they don't go bare-handed. Clubs, flails, firebombs.
Stabbers for the fortunate ones.
Oh no, no.
No stabbers.
Only their most initiated, their self-proclaimed priests. They're the only ones who I've ever seen with a gun.
That? Wow. I've heard of many cults before, but this one... Interesting.
They want... Oh, most muties don't have a gun. And they want to suffer and killing them just as much as they want the mutie to suffer.
It's a give and take relationship. Then, we'll keep an eye out on them. Wouldn't wanna get swept up in the horde of flagellants. That'd be very unfortunate for us. And them. Mostly them, actually. So, about the mutants, I assume they haven't made themselves a big threat around the lower hives. Like, they haven't caused any massive riots, haven't broken to any of the top levels. Mostly just a nuisance for the locals, right?
Aye, just a nuisance. Like I said, the mortifiers keep them down.
If I needed to track down the mutant, what level of the hive would I have a best chance of finding one?
Well, if you really wanted to, you have to go.
Modifiers can't have all the fun.
If you just want to hunt them, 0 through -6. That's as deep as the mortifiers regularly go. Below that, oh,
Did you say like level -6?
aye.
What?
This is level 27. 27 levels down, it's level 0. Below that, it's the Underhive.
Is that just below the ground?
Yes.
deep enough that sunlight has never touched it. We used here in the lower hive, every level used to get at least some, but as the spires have grown, it's been more restricted. This is the only place that gets it regularly anymore. But the Underhive, it's been dark since the day it was constructed.
Ever been to an underhive, Juno?
Did we go to the Underhive on Moab? I don't think so. Went to the sewers.
Moab wasn't a proper hive, really.
Then Juno will shake her head. No, and no offense to the people who live there, but I don't really want to.
No, don't worry, they don't want to either.
I'd much prefer to go out in the nice green fields like back home and see the cows. That's more my speed.
Wait, you have cows back in your world? Oh, wait, of course you do.
She just smiles. It's been a long, long time since I saw a large, fluffy farm creature. Back home, the knights used to stomp around, and once in a while they'd actually help the farmers. When, they weren't out doing the war thing.
I can't imagine a knight performing agricultural tasks, but it
Did
is
you know that they
supposed to
were
leave a
actually
nice
originally
image
intended to help with farming?
in a knight.
Juno will nod
This is a
excitedly.
conversation for another time.
Yes, of course. Unless we have other questions, I think that's about it for us. Thank you for your time, Silverstern Hell. It's much appreciated.
Aye. You... She taps the gelt again. You're always welcome to come back.
Juno will get up, shake her hand if she'll accept such things. Ready to usher the group out.
Yeah.
Whew. That went swimmingly.
Quite.
She was very
Let
nice.
us to a place we can talk.
Yeah, you should probably share the plan with the rest of the class.
Cows.
Yeah, I don't know or care what the rest of the plan is. We can discuss it on the way to the cows.
It is literally on the other side of the world.
You're not going to be seeing the
Cows.
cows for quite a while. But thankfully, if we are successful in our task, the cows will not be purged.
Not a real big brain time thing that I'm gonna be doing. I've only communicated to Narcia because she knows binary.
Yeah, you are actually making a proper plan B, which is more brain power than I can muster right now.
It's still only a couple. Well, it's like half a day to get there, but still,
Look, unless you have a personal jet or a helicopter, which
I
you
I
can
literally
easily
do.
obtain.
We
I have
do.
a
We bought
personal
one.
jet, but for now, let's get to a place where we can talk quietly.
Yes. Yes. Let's get back in the nice car and be on our way. Unless we want to go back and party some. That music was actually quite nice.
This is not the time for partying. Partying in this planet is an actual occupational hazard.
Yes, you're right.
Counterpoint. We are masquerading as Rogue Trader's retinue. If we were to go to this place, only meet with someone and then leave without indulging, it would seem quite odd.
I will try to muster some enjoyment.
Don't worry, boss. I brought you protection.
Thank you, but it will not be necessary. I don't plan to indulge that hard.
I think Jeff meant for your ears.
Oh, my ears are cybernetic. I can just turn them off.
But then you can't dance, Narcy.
I am not much of a dancer.
Come on. I'll teach you.
Do you want to be stepped upon?
Yes.
Kiki.
Grab
Like-
Narcy and drag her out onto the dance floor.
I just want to be edgy in the corner.
No.
Let me brood, damn it.
Snippy, I have bad news for you. The corners are not for being edgy. The corners are for being edged in.
Well, just be edgy in the middle of the dance floor.
Hell yes.
Oh, God.
I need to step away very briefly.
Well, this is gonna suck.
This is going to be great.
All my years of knowledge, all my cybernetic implants, all the training I had in the Schola, nothing prepared me for this.
Nothing prepared you for dirty dancing with the Sister of Battle.
I can speak several Xeno and Dead languages. I know how to operate Archaeotech. I can recognize Eldar, Necron, fucking Chaos shit. And I have all these different forbidden lores, but I don't know how to dance. This is quite awkward.
It's only awkward if you think about it. Just close your eyes and groove with the music. The whole crowd's dancing with you.
This is not a dance, this is just them thrashing about. High on narcotics. That'd be a proper dance.
It's still a kind of dancing. The whole crowd is like a wave, swaying this way and that to the beat. You just gotta move your hips.
The wave hasn't had a bath in a very long time.
Neither of you. Until
I had a
yesterday.
bath literally yesterday. You were there with me.
I was. So think about that and think about the waves in the bath.
Dancing time. Yep. Well, that's expected. That is entirely expected. You have been warned.
Quick, reroll it.
Good. You chose this.
I did.
This is the fate you chose, and now you will suffer through it.
Alright, Snippy, are you rerolling that?
Oh, God.
Come on, Juno's trying to help you so much.
Fine, I'll reroll it. It can still get 100.
True, it can get worse. No,
Oh.
it can get better. You did it.
Oh, thank fuck. See, I'm not allowed to do stims, but what I
See,
can do to get in the mood is a shitload of alcohol.
there you go. We just get some boozahol in you, and you can just groove on with the party.
Yeah, Merz, time to get shit-faced.
Woo! Don't roll yet, because I mean, actually, I suppose you could just roll out since you did say you were deliberately getting shit-faced. But just general question: is anyone trying to score either sex, drugs, or an excessive amount of alcohol?
I try not to get too drunk. It fucks with the aim.
It
Smart.
do though. Well then.
I'm sorry, Merce, our party's a teetotaler unit.
Stray, I feel like we should share this with the class.
But no, that would reveal the other secret.
Okay, you don't have to if you don't want to. It's just
Oh, fine. Eloa and Jeff have a secret brohood going on,
Bro.
which includes well, Merzendi said that there was, when Eloa wandered in with her tentacles and were moving people aside, a clamor of people wanting to get in on the action. So, yeah, Eloa's going to get in on that action and record it all and send it to Jeff with the message recompense is expected, quid pro quo.
oh, definitely means Jeff is going to be indulging.
And we're literally doing the rogue trader thing. What is that rogue trader trait called? It's the one where they can just drink as much as they want and nothing will happen to them.
I half want to say it's just actually called decadence, but it probably isn't.
The carouse skill.
No, there's a special talent.
Yeah. And we're a rogue trader's retinue, so we should do exactly what people expect of a rogue trader's retinue.
Alright. Anyone else joining in on the massive amounts of indulgence?
What
I
does
mean,
Casa do during all this?
Casa should join me. But other than that, yes, it might be dangerous for people other than me to do this because I'm immune to mental warp psychic effects.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, it's just called decadence, really?
yeah. But yeah, Casa, I'll give her a willpower roll.
And if she doesn't have anything she wants to, I'm just going to drag her in here to dance.
She should join the tentacling.
I mean, with
Yeah,
that kind of willpower roll.
yeah, she has been dragged off for something else first, Juno.
My girl's all grown up.
Inducted her into the order, and now I've inducted her into the tentacling.
Alright, so. Eloa, since you're using tentacles, you don't need to make a toughness roll against fatigue, but Casa is not so equipped as of yet.
Oh no, baby.
Okay, so Narcy, Casa, both get hit with 4 ranks of fatigue.
It's okay. Just carry Casa out, and I will be back in like 20 seconds. I need to grab my food from the front door.
Sure,
It's not a burrito, I promise.
totally is.
Narcia, you're drinking a little much.
Shut up. You're drinking a little much.
I had a beer and a half.
Well, I've had
15. That's that many times
16.
10.
Well, you've been drinking beer. I've been drinking Amasek.
Okay, sweetie, let's get you back out to the auto carriage.
I know how to walk. Ugh. Off your hands off me. I can walk myself.
I'm sure you
1
can.
foot,
I'm just here to help.
1 foot, other foot, 1 foot, other foot. Step, step, step,
That's
step.
right, we're marching. Juno will
Yeah.
hum a little military cadence to help you get along.
And Snippy,
Yes?
could you give me a plus 10 willpower roll, please?
Huh.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
Back.
You may now carry on.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I did drink too much. But you know what?
Hey, it's fine. It's part of the deal.
This is good. Usually, when I get drunk, I get very introspective and I sit there and I just think. I just think. I think so much. But now, instead of thinking, I was dancing. And I was happy.
See? Atta girl.
And I'm gonna stay happy until the hangover the other day because I wasn't able to throw up. Which was good because the floor was sticky enough as it is.
No, it's fine. I got a cure for that. Now let's get you in the car and then I'll round up the others.
Okay, I'm just gonna pass out in the back seat.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. No, I wish I threw up because then I would not have the hangover the other day, but that's fine.
I will tuck Narcy into the back of the auto carriage and put a little blankie over her. There,
Don't
there.
put a blanket on me. It's fucking gay.
No, you're gay. I will give her a hug.
Oh,
And I will...
man. Oh,
Damn, Jeff, my boy.
Should also give him his toughness roll. Not even tired afterwards.
Alright, I'm just gonna carry a Casa out and give Jeff a high five.
Oh, are you guys done in there already? It seemed like you were having quite a bit of fun with quite a lot of people. Give Jeff a wink and a little nudge.
Yeah, they're still going with each other. But do have places to be.
Oh, that's true enough. Well, Cass, are
Okay.
you okay? You look exhausted.
I can feel every nerve in my legs.
I'm afraid that I may need to turn down the vibrate function.
No, No, up.
I need to put you down in the carriage on a towel.
Sit in my lap. I am after. She is, after all, encoiled in my tentacles, and we may discuss our next step within the vehicle.
Yeah. Has anyone seen Baltus or Ceiko?
I guess they're both dead.
Well, I mean, can we try and find Balti's sword at least? That was pretty cool.
Bob, Winter. Okay, trundle them into the car and let's go.
Alright. Well, I tried. Chuck in the fucking boot. Let's go. So, what's this great plan of yours, Eloa?
Seriously, guys, are you still here? Two of you? If not, we're gonna make it canon that we had to pull you off of giant wall-mounted butt plugs.
I guess this
Alright.
is how it is. They found the reverse glory hole.
Well,
My boys.
Nope. I guess they're both dead.
Why shine?
Alright then. So,
Ah, yes.
oh look, Winter actually exists.
No, I was here the whole time. I
What
even
the
said
fuck?
You didn't say anything when
We-
we
I-
both.
no, I tried to.
He responded to me. But yeah, were the other two tried as well first, and yeah, if you responded to them, it did not come through. So
He said, "What?"
yeah, that was when I asked for you. The others had previously.
Mm.
Repeatedly.
Bob, do you know you're muted? At all? Bob? Bobby? Bobo?
What? Sorry, I was doing laundry. What?
Ah,
Bob's dead. Mission failed.
No, it's
We'll
fine.
get him next time.
You and Ceiko were in the glory holes. Please mark off your anal virginity from your character sheet. And we're moving on.
No, wait. What? What?
Well,
No.
we tried to raise you repeatedly, so instead your characters, instead of going dancing or getting into the cool hot chick orgy, you went to the butt plug orgy. So enjoy.
Yeah, have fun.
No.
Yeah, too
Oh,
late.
yes.
You had your
No.
chance. Should have been paying attention,
The
or
game
said
was rigged
something
from
that
the
you were
start.
leaving.
He did ages and ages ago. I just assumed he'd gotten back by now.
I did. I switched it over from. Like, it's weird. As soon as I walked away, apparently y'all started hailing me. Like, I went and I moved it over from wash to dry, came back.
And
then,
now you've lost your pussy protection.
no,
Yeah,
not
it's-
again.
yeah,
Not like
sorry.
this.
The actual thing is that everyone has, well, not everyone, but a couple of people got really indulgent in order to, help sell the thing that, you're part of a rogue trader's retinue. So lots of drinking, lots of sex, dancing, standard cyberpunk club things.
And we're doing all of this self-indulgent crap on this Lanesha planet, which means willpower saves.
Yay.
For me, who is the greatest.
And me, because I'm immune to corruption.
You're immune to corruption points. You're not actually immune to the thing.
Shh. No, I'm great, Merz. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to
Just
continue to
become-
behave like I'm fine.
Just become more insane. It's fine. You'll finally be able to get the flamethrower talent that allows you to ignore fellow PCs. It's fine.
You know, I've. Was this map one insanity locked?
Almost all of the sister talents are. I can only actually qualify for like 2 at a mere 23 insanity.
Huh.
Anyway,
You were
So, yeah,
apparently
let's-
expected to have much more insanity by now.
yeah, I know. Juno's weird like that. She's actually got her shit kind of together.
Let's stop rolling well.
Damn
No.
it, Juno, why can't you be like me?
Anyway,
Someone needs to
23
keep their act
insanity.
together. So, what's the
Yes.
plan?
So the question is, how is if I indulge at all, and if so, how much and what
Yes.
I
What did you get up
You're
to
a psyker,
in
you
the
should know
party
better.
room? There was literally a tentacle orgy.
Baltus, you're a psyker. You should know better than the rest of us idiots and not get involved in this.
No, I knew better, but the thing is, I'm also immune to psychic corruption unless it's fucking chaos code.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm not you.
Yeah,
I'm
so
not.
use
I'm not.
manipulation.
I'm
So-
not immune to corruption in any way. I'm
So,
a
what do you
corruption
do?
agent. So yeah, no. Unfortunately, I can't. God damn it.
I was talking to Snippy, not you, but dude, just go in the back and stick your dick in a glory hole. It's fine. Just
No.
don't get into it.
No.
You know,
If I'm gonna
we'll
go,
stop.
I'm gonna go into an orgy. I'm sorry. That's just.
Well, Jeff was right over there with a bunch of punky girls.
I'll
Yeah.
probably join him.
Why is everyone joining in the decadence on this Slaanesh planet?
Because
Mm,
fuck you, that's why.
on another note, I think I might actually just I'm not actually gonna get involved in anything.
Smart.
Yeah.
So, Ceiko, do you have any talents related to resisting fatigue or anything?
No.
Then it's a +0 toughness test.
Look at that.
Alright, and a +10 willpower test.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright.
Well,
Yeah.
what an appropriate place and time to roll 69.
You give him boobs. Do it. Do it, coward.
Ceiko, you know, orgies are fun and all, but really, is it that much fun to actually participate? You could just sit somewhere nice and snug, watch them through your scope. That'd be much more on you.
Huh. Are you giving him a voyeurism fetish?
I'm suggesting that that is something that he may develop if you fail more.
Ah, okay.
Poor Seiko comes away from an orgy with a voyeur fetish. That's rough, buddy.
Really, it could be worse. You
Good.
can come back as a CBT enthusiast.
All right.
And I can play all my cock and bull torture memes from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Wikipedia.org.
Anyway, all right. Well, once Ceiko's and Jeff have you know taken their STD meds and piled back into the car.
Everyone has herpes.
Yeah, please don't. Juno will give them both a shot.
And
You cannot cure herpes.
as Jeff did bring protection.
My boy.
He was ready.
All right, I give Ceiko a shot.
Alright, so.
I'll
in
remind
any
her which one's the good arm.
So now, indulgence and potential corruption aside,
Hello?
Yes, now we
hello.
can.
Okay.
Don't die on me, man.
I tried to mute myself and to put it on like loud audio so I can hear it like do my TV, and it all went quiet.
Bob, stop being the Lord Minion of our group.
Well, I'm trying to fold clothes.
This is not the time.
I mean, I have to go to bed in a minute.
No.
I know, but so like I was saying, corruption aside, can now move on to you guys all loading into the van, and wanted to talk about the plan.
Alrighty. Well, having not removed at least one tentacle from Casa, Eloa is going to start to lay out the plan. So, I lied.
To
To
whom?
who?
The silver. The
About
rest of you graves are going in. Myself and Graves are not.
what?
So, Amagos commands incredible properties, including those that even someone of her connections cannot understand. To have the greatest amount of success, myself and Graves are going to go and speak to the voice of Mars while you guys are infiltrating the facility. This way, I can disable any strikes he sends and distract him from the rest of you. And if the silver betrays us, I will know.
See?
You expect us to infiltrate a Martian complex?
Yes, because I'm sending you to. I'm not. I'm sending you two members of my order, Casa, and then pat her on the head, and Narcy.
No, I mean, you expect us, and she will indicate like the artificer and power armor, and bolters and shit piled in the back of the car to
Worry not,
sneak
those are easily
places.
hidden amongst my order's robes.
Sneak.
What
No,
I'm getting
we
at
have
is we're
paid.
bad at this.
We have paid for everything to be shut down. That should not be a problem, and you'll have a stummer.
What? What is the stummer again?
Muffle sound.
Yeah, basically the silence spell.
We are shutting down all. Sorry. Oh, heartburn. Give me a second.
Oh dear.
Sorry about that. Okay. So we are. Uh, we paid. Well, I paid good money to shut down your entrance and exit to the main facility. Narcy has the skill enough to be able to break the ice and not in the colloquialism that you know. Meanwhile, I, as a Magos, will converse with the Magos, and if anything goes wrong, I will have Graves to cut him down before anything goes awry. After all, he may be corrupted by chaos. Meanwhile, you should have the entire entrance to the main database completely shut down and 2 acolytes with you.
Won't there be people down there?
We paid a great amount of money to make sure there won't be.
I mean, just around the place. This seems like a terrible idea, but okay, whatever.
You don't understand. We didn't pay for a main entrance. We paid for maintenance tunnels and Jeffries tubes. The most you'll get are mm, servitors, which between 2 adepts you'd be able to shut down if they were to wander into the place, which we paid a small fortune not to exist there. This way, I am tying up the Magos' entire attention while you infiltrate the main hive.
Okay.
Where's the flaw in the logic?
Juno
If
just
I
points to everybody who isn't Casa and Narcia, including herself.
if I go with you, then you will not be able to distract the Magos.
No, I'm not saying you should go. I'm just saying we're terrible at this sort of thing. We're bad.
We paid a lot of money for stealth not to be a problem.
Yeah, we
That's
paid a lot of money for her to make, or for her to get one of us smuggled in.
yes, that's
It's,
the other thing. There's room for one person to get in, not the rest of us.
Oh, was it 5 per person?
Yeah,
yes.
Okay, well then why didn't anyone else pay to get in?
because you didn't explain the fucking plan, and why would
I wasn't
anyone
going
else
to
need?
say it. I wasn't going to
Well,
say it in front of a criminal fixer.
well.
Do we
Look,
really need more than a single
okay,
person?
hypothetically, if there
Sacrificing?
is no need for stealth or anything, then just send Narcia in all by herself. She shouldn't need anyone else. None of us can even contribute other than Cass anyway.
Exactly, should
All
be
right,
fairly easy for me.
then I paid for 1 person. Narcy, do you want to meet with the Magos or should I?
You should meet with him. I am going to go poke around.
You have a potential coil, correct?
Yes.
Plug the stummer into your potential coil.
I can certainly do that.
And before that, just as a precaution, let us apply the holy oils to your armor in
To
case you
ward off any spirits.
in case you accidentally stumble upon psychic phenomena.
That would be most wise.
Only thing is, even with local mages distracted, boss, are you confident you can crack that?
I am fairly confident I can easily track the room that I need to find, bullshit my way through any automated and non-automated
Yes, but the
patrols,
database,
and I'm
though.
even more confident that I can get out without being seen. I've done this sort of thing before. One of
I
the
mean,
trainings back in the Schola, see? It was infiltration.
out of character, he does have a point. Eloa has a 100% chance of cracking their systems.
My chance is not as high as yours, but I have a much higher chance to actually track it. Actually, oh, I have the thing that just allows me to automatically succeed with an inquiries check. So if we want to go and ask the hard questions, I'd be better off talking with Magos.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm
And I
pretty sure
have
he wouldn't want to talk with an adept, so you're gonna have to bump up my rank.
quest for knowledge, which means I can automatically succeed at any logic or lore skill test with 6 degrees of success.
Do I go speak with the Magos?
I mean, you are better suited to that, and Eloa is better suited to the database, but
That
also
is a good
you're just a
point.
little adept.
I don't have the rank for it. That my brain right now is too tired to know what to ask him.
Well, we're not going to be able to do that because we're going to end the session pretty quick.
You'll come up with something by next time.
Merzendi,
Yep.
as a Magos, I surely have the authorization to raise Narci's rank, correct?
Yes, yes. You can't raise her to be a Maedros herself, but pretty much anything between adept and that you can.
Is it
After
within my
all these
power
years.
to raise her to my former rank?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Alrighty.
I wasn't
Well,
expecting to be bumped up that high, but I ain't gonna complain. Nepotism, hooray!
well, that's how the entire Imperium works.
Yes, yes it is.
Well then, after a few hours, when Narcia is able to use her legs, I will summon the warband together, and I will have Narcia act as an official witness. I can't promote you to anything.
I know, Juno's just kind of suddenly realizing, oh man, I haven't gotten anything yet.
Sure, you have. You have actually been, elevated to a fully fledged member of the Sisterhood.
Yay!
You've driven a knight,
Yeah, you're an
full
actual
member of
sister
the
of battle.
Sisterhood. And let's not forget, shagging Augie.
Yeah, but none of those are promotions. Those feel good.
Okay, I should be shagging Augie instead then,
So, I
since my rank
will
is clearly higher.
gather the party and have if Casa needs, we can prop her up with a stool.
I'm pretty sure you can prop her up with just what's inside her.
And I will ask Narcy to kneel.
I do so.
And I will lay my Omniscient axe upon her shoulders. I do not know Narcy's full name.
Narcia Scythia.
Narcia Cynthia, you say?
Scythia. Depends on how you pronounce it.
Scythia.
He has many pronunciations depending on the world.
Usually
Nar-
doesn't have an N though.
Narcia,
Depends how drunk you are at the time.
Fair.
Narcia Cynthia, by my right as Magos Logis of the Adeptus Mechanicus, and by the will of the Omnissiah, I raise you to the rank of Tech Executor. Rise and fulfill his vision upon the universe.
I, Narcia Cynthia, graciously accept the burdens that have been placed upon my shoulders, and I'm eager and willing to carry out the Omnissiah's will.
Your next task will be a hard one. You must face down and distract a potentially corrupted member of our own order. For while we are members of the Adeptus Mechanicus, we are also alien hunters. We are also the left hand of the Omnissiah, and none are above suspicion.
Do we have any indication this individual is corrupted?
This planet corrupts all that are upon it. We know
Well-
that much. The chaos influence is strong.
Okay, let me rephrase. As part of the
machine-
conspiracy,
It is
That-
entirely possible that the machine has kept him pure, but he's not
That's-
above suspicion.
Is the entire question. The reason why I spent so many resources was so that I could access the main database and see if it was merely overlooked, but there is a possibility which I loathe to comprehend.
That he is a traitor and has been altering his reports.
Simply put, rather than sorry. Yeah, sorry, phlegm. Alright, simply put, what I suspect may be happening, and maybe with or without his knowledge, the scans will uh, return with a copied and exact model of one that existed when the atmosphere was not anomalous. This kind of tampering can only be done among the higher members of our order. It requires a great degree of holy technical skill.
He's
Did it
definitely
not-
either the most incompetent magos I will have met up to this day, or corrupt to a degree.
could his
Or-
scans not also be fooled the same way our ships were?
Indeed.
But the thing is, someone has to have set it up, and he's
Hmm.
one of the few people on the planet with the skill and resources to do that.
Indeed. Hence the deception.
I suppose it makes it worth a look then.
So, I will go, well, not alone. I have my machine spirits to guide me. But I will go into the heart while the rest of the war band distracts the Magos.
Uh, I won't be much use in talking, so I'll be waiting for you at the access point. If things go badly, just give a shout by Vox.
Covering my exit would be appreciated, yes. Those of you with clout should go. Narci, of course. Minted info executioner. Casa, a adept of the order. Juno, a noble. And Baltus, a noble.
Well, I suppose we all do have friends amongst the Mechanicus now. It shouldn't be too terribly
Your-
suspicious.
Your massive influence, both as a unexpected friend of the order and simply how tremendously connected you are. This should not raise any eyebrows.
Do you have an idea for what we can use as a cover for talking to him? Some specific topic that won't raise his suspicions?
Rogue traders are notoriously interested in advancing their situation. Perhaps my my best suggestion would be inquiring after archaeotech in rumors of archaeotech, and in return, you will give the archaeotech back to the Adeptus Mechanicus in return for favors.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense, I suppose.
Rumors of any ancient technology, etc., etc.
They have
Of
cannons.
course.
So
We
it
can
could
get
be
him to
hard
send
reach.
Augie off on an adventure.
Exactly. Despite how much it wounds me, the explorator fleets aren't able to investigate every single rumor.
Ooh, actually, Juno will think to herself, if he has access to a big old database, maybe he knows something about knights.
Indeed. We may hit two birds with one stone.
Excelsior.
And with that, Stray really needs to use the restroom. Very painful. Be right back.
So, that certainly sounds like a plan. Though I think it is one that will best be fulfilled next time.
Sounds good.
So, thank you guys all for playing, and let's give you an experience.
Yeah.
Did you explore a new and interesting location?
Yes.
Yeah, quite clearly. Did you uncover a new truth about the Gothic sector?
Well, we've learned about this flagellant cult, for starters.
And how this planet's highborn wear masks like mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Did you develop a relationship with an important NPC?
I went to an orgy with Jeff.
That's a very intimate relationship you've formed there.
Did the balls touch?
Hard to say.
I mean,
Some balls touched. We just
how
don't
much
know
do you
who.
want to point? How much do you want 100 XP, Ceiko?
The balls touched.
Wow, that's a brave lad.
Attaboy.
Did you discover a new page in the PC's story?
Yeah, somebody got promoted.
Yep. And did you advance your investigations?
Yeah, we got a bunch of information from the silver.
Yep. And although that's hit the maximum, did you make a sacrifice for the greater good?
Ceiko's balls touched another man's.
Yep.
That wasn't for the greater good, though.
The ultimate sacrifice.
I mean, it was to maintain your cover as agents of a rogue trader.
True.
Ah.
And he
And
didn't even say no homo. So, I mean, that's a real hit there, dude.
I salute you, sir. You have the bravery to do what I would have not.
So yeah, that is a full 500 experience, guys. Good job.
I
Sweet.
contributed for once.
Yay! Alright. I am going to get Mastery Dodge. Aw, yes.
And what number are you guys at?
21,550. Yep.
Excellent.
Can't read big English numbers. Too confusing.
Alright, well, in the meantime, thank you for running Merz, and if you're watching on YouTube or stream, thanks for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow, and until then, have a good one. Adios.